Good evening. It's time for the Sunday night HideNet Week in Review. I'm Managing Editor Vera Dordick, and it's Sunday, August 5th. From South America, our Latin American editor Ronald Guial reports that low global demand is keeping prices under pressure. Many tanneries are selling wet blue for better cash flow and to reduce their stocks, and they have to keep selling it at levels below the general market because they have high inventories and they need to sell it before there's another price reduction on fresh hides. In Argentina, sources say that business is still soft and the automotive sector remains volatile with customers proceeding very cautiously. In other news items, we report that Marfrig has repurchased some confinement units for 95 million reals. The Leon tanning industry in Mexico has exported more than $190 million in leather and products in 2017. And in Uruguay, China's Sundero Holding aims to buy even more refrigerators than it has already. With Italian tanneries closed for much of August and the bulk of Europe taking their vacations, we're not going to have a European report until the end of the month. The next one will be August 24th on the eve of ACLE in Shanghai. And speaking of which, if you plan to attend the Shanghai Shake-Up program the day before the fair begins, please make sure that you use the code we have in our reports to get the special discounted rate for that program. Turning to North America, the big news this week was that China announced the proposed retaliatory tariffs that it will institute should the U.S. follow through with its next round of levies. While hides and skins escaped the last time, this was not the case this week, and they're on the list. It would appear that the bulk of raw and wet blue hides for the U.S. will be assessed at about the 5% level should these tariffs be enacted, and we'll have to wait and see what happens between the two countries for that. Otherwise, most people were surprised by the U.S. export figures for the previous week because they were disappointing. It sounds as if some significant sales did not make it into the report for the week, so we will have to see what the numbers are next time around. On the price front, last week's advances did not really carry through to this week, with sales being a mixed bag. Some suppliers didn't issue offer lists and others listed higher prices. And for those reasons, a lot of buyers moved to the sidelines to see what was happening before they decided to bid. We discussed whether this recent rally is a sign of a better market or just a dead cat bounce in this week's report, so you'll want to check that out. That's it for this edition. Wherever you are, have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Good night from HideNet.